Welcome to the Audit Case Lab, where we dive into the intricacies of conducting your first complete audit simulation. Have you ever wondered what it takes to navigate the world of auditing with finesse? Today, we'll unravel the mystery and equip you with practical insights. From understanding the nuances of financial scrutiny to mastering the art of documentation, this guide will walk you through each crucial step. So, buckle up for an immersive experience as we decode the fundamentals of auditing together. Let's embark on this journey of discovery, where theory meets hands-on practice, setting the stage for your audit success. Welcome to today's course overview. Ever wondered how audits really work, from start to finish? We'll dive into an end-to-end audit case, covering everything from planning to reporting. Next, we'll explore the world of audit documentation, mastering the art of creating solid working papers and maintaining audit trails. Moving on, we'll focus on audit findings, where we'll learn to spot, evaluate, and document control weaknesses and issues. Finally, we'll tackle the crucial skill of crafting a final audit memo, ensuring clear and professional communication with stakeholders. This lab isn't just theory, it's hands-on preparation for real-world audit engagements and entry-level positions. By the end, you'll be equipped with the tools and processes professional auditors rely on daily. Get ready to embark on this immersive journey into the world of auditing. Are you ready to bridge the gap between classroom theory and professional practice in the field of audit procedures? This lab is your key to developing job-ready skills that audit firms demand from entry-level staff. Think systematically, pay attention to detail, and master professional documentation standards. Enhance your ability to communicate complex findings clearly, assess risks effectively, and be fully prepared to excel from day one in your audit career. Welcome to Module 1, the end-to-end audit process. Have you ever wondered how auditors provide reasonable assurance about financial statements? Let's explore the structured workflow that guides every audit. We start with planning and risk, where we define scope and assess risks. Moving on to control testing, we evaluate internal controls' effectiveness. In substantive tests, detailed transaction testing takes place. Completion and review involves finalizing adjustments and reviewing work. Finally, in reporting, we issue the audit report and communicate findings. Each phase builds upon the last, ensuring a thorough examination and reliable conclusions. Remember, professional auditors revisit earlier phases when new information emerges. In the crucial phase 1 of planning and risk assessment, you're laying the groundwork for a successful audit. By understanding the client's industry, pinpointing high-risk areas, and setting materiality thresholds, you're shaping the path ahead. Assessing the control environment and crafting an effective audit strategy are key components. Efficient planning not only saves time but also directs your focus to the critical zones. Dive deep into risk identification, materiality setting, and team assignment, ensuring resources match complexity and risk levels. Remember, strategic planning is the cornerstone of a thorough audit process. Ever wondered how auditors ensure the reliability of financial statements? In phases 2 and 3 of the audit process, we delve into testing and evidence gathering. Internal control testing involves evaluating and documenting the effectiveness of financial controls, while substantive testing verifies account balances through detailed analysis. Remember, all audit conclusions hinge on solid evidence. So, what makes evidence truly reliable? Independence, contemporaneous creation, original document review, and robust controls over its generation. Without reliable evidence, the integrity of audit opinions is at stake. As we enter phases 4 and 5 of the audit process, it's time to wrap things up with precision and care. Completing the audit involves crucial steps, reviewing subsequent events, evaluating going concern, and ensuring all audit areas are thoroughly covered. Quality is paramount here. Senior auditors and partners meticulously review all work papers to guarantee accuracy and completeness. The final audit opinion is drafted and fine-tuned before being shared with management. This phase demands meticulous attention to detail. You'll conduct a comprehensive analytical review, address any misstatements, and ensure significant items are properly disclosed. This is the last opportunity to catch any potential issues before issuing the audit report. Stay sharp, stay focused, and ensure every detail is in place. Takeaway: the completion phase is where precision meets perfection in the audit process. Ever wondered why audit documentation, or working papers, is crucial in the audit process? These records not only provide evidence of proper conduct but also aid in future audits, quality control reviews, and supervisor evaluations. In essence, they tell the story of your audit to those who weren't there. Remember, poor documentation can unravel even the best audit work. So, let's dive into the fundamentals of audit documentation and explore its pivotal role in ensuring audit integrity and compliance. In crafting a working paper, remember that clarity is key. Ensure your document tells a complete story, from identification to conclusion, making it self-explanatory for any reviewer. Each paper should include proper identification, a clear objective, detailed procedures, and a well-supported conclusion, with tick marks linking supporting schedules. Remember, write as if you won't be there to explain it later. Make sure your work is crystal clear even 6 months down the line. Ever wondered about the behind-the-scenes of audit reports? Dive into the world of audit working papers. Lead schedules, the foundation linking account balances to financial statements, unraveling the year's journey. Test of details, meticulous transaction scrutiny, unveiling the heart of financial operations. Analytical procedures, the Sherlock Holmes of finance, deciphering ratios and trends, unraveling the mysteries of fluctuations. Control testing, the gatekeeper ensuring internal order, identifying any weak links. External confirmations, the validation stamp from third parties, solidifying the numbers. Supporting documents, the backbone of evidence, painting a holistic picture. From lead to supporting, every paper tells a story of financial integrity. Creating high-quality working papers demands meticulous attention and adherence to professional standards. Here's how to ensure your documentation aligns with firm and regulatory requirements. Avoid common mistakes like vague conclusions, missing sign-offs, and insufficient detail. Make sure your work is clear, concise, and linked to the audit objective. Cross-reference all related documents, explain your thought process, and ensure completeness even when information challenges your hypothesis. Be precise, logical, and detailed in your documentation to uphold professional standards effectively. Ever wonder what audit findings really mean? These are the issues that demand attention, correction, or disclosure after testing. But not all differences are created equal. Understanding materiality and risk is key to sound audit judgment. Take a look at this chart showcasing the distribution of findings. Control deficiencies top the list, impacting numerous transactions over time. Recognizing these trends helps you focus your testing efforts effectively. When faced with a potential issue, it's crucial to follow a structured approach for evaluation. Start by clearly identifying the problem at hand, then assess its materiality to determine its significance. Next, delve into the root cause to understand why the issue arose, and evaluate its impact by considering the consequences and effects. Remember, thorough documentation of your evaluation process is key, as your reasoning holds as much weight as your final conclusion. Materiality extends beyond mere numbers. Even a minor financial error can have major implications if it affects compliance, fraud, or financial ratios. Each step in this process builds upon the last, guiding you towards a better understanding and an appropriate response. So, remember to delve deep, document meticulously, and consider all angles in your evaluation process. Ever wondered what auditors actually find during their investigations? Let's dive into the types of audit findings. Material misstatements are like hidden traps in financial statements, from errors sneaking past to deliberate fraud. Control deficiencies are like cracks in a fortress, risking misstatements due to weak internal controls. Disclosure deficiencies are vital pieces missing from the financial puzzle, like forgetting to include important notes or disclosures. Lastly, compliance issues are like breaking the rules, from violating laws to missing tax filings. Each finding carries its own weight in revealing the health of an organization's financial reporting. Remember, audits go beyond numbers, they unveil the true story behind the figures. How do you effectively document your audit findings? by ensuring every finding includes the 6 essential elements. First, clearly state the condition you observed, providing specific details. Next, reference the criteria not met based on standards or regulations. Identify the root cause to understand why the issue occurred and its impact. Lastly, offer practical recommendations addressing the cause, not just the symptoms. This structured approach facilitates clear communication and aids management in addressing issues promptly and effectively. In the final stages of your audit process, Module 4 focuses on crafting the crucial final audit memo. This document serves as a comprehensive summary of your audit work, conclusions, and recommendations for both management and stakeholders. Remember, executives often rely solely on this memo for insights, making clarity and professionalism paramount. Within the audit memo, your goals are clear: summarize the audit's scope and objectives, highlight key findings and their implications, offer actionable recommendations for improvement, document management's responses and action plans, and communicate your overall conclusion and opinion. To ensure effective communication, tailor your writing for your audience. Executives seek concise summaries, while detailed findings can be included in the appendices for those who desire more in-depth information. Craft your memo with precision, utilizing engaging hooks, a mix of short impactful sentences and longer explanations, and a smooth flow without cliched transitions. Remember to steer clear of filler phrases, metaspeech, and redundant language. Embrace the active voice, employ vivid verbs, and consider using one brief example or analogy if it enhances clarity. Cluster your ideas into 2 to 3 mini beats if needed, keeping the spoken length between 30 to 45 seconds. Conclude your narration with a crisp one-sentence takeaway that encapsulates the essence of your message. Ever wondered how to structure an audit memo for maximum impact? Imagine starting with a concise executive summary, setting the stage with background and objectives, and delving into the methodology for a peek behind the scenes. Next, dive into the meat of it all with detailed findings, where each element unfolds like a story, accompanied by management responses. Then, soar to the heights of conclusion and opinion, painting a clear picture of control effectiveness and compliance. And finally, don't forget the appendices, the unsung heroes providing detailed support for every claim. In a world of audits, this memo structure is your guiding light, leading the way through complexities with clarity and precision. In crafting effective recommendations, it is crucial to be specific, practical, and focus on addressing root causes rather than just symptoms. Ensure your recommendations are actionable by including who, what, when, and how, and consider feasibility within existing resources. Prioritize the recommendations, linking them to risks and offering alternatives where possible. Collaborate with management to develop implementable solutions. Avoid weak, vague recommendations like management should improve controls over cash handling. Instead, offer strong, specific recommendations such as implement daily cash reconciliations performed by an independent party, with supervisor review and sign-off documented on a standard form. By being detailed, actionable, and addressing segregation of duties, your recommendations will lead to tangible improvements. As we wrap up our audit case lab review, let's recap the key takeaways. Remember, audits flow through 5 essential phases, each crucial for the next. Your documentation should be top-notch, clear, thorough, and logically structured. When evaluating findings, dig deep to pinpoint the root cause and assess its impact. And when communicating your final memo, keep it concise, well-organized, and actionable. By mastering these fundamentals, you're laying a solid groundwork for your audit career. Consistent practice will sharpen your professional judgment, setting you apart as an exceptional auditor. Welcome to the final assessment, where we put your auditing skills to the test. Picture this: you're diving into ABC Company's accounts receivable, and a discrepancy surfaces. Are we facing a material misstatement, a control deficiency, or perhaps a blend of both? Consider the numbers and the nuances. Now, let's document this discovery systematically, following the 6-element format. Condition, criteria, cause, effect, and recommendation paint a clear picture. As we dig deeper, craft a robust recommendation that strikes at the root cause. think controls, think accountability. And for the audit memo, distill this complex issue into a concise, impactful paragraph. This case is your chance to shine, to showcase your analytical prowess and attention to detail. So, what's the key takeaway here? It's not just about finding the issue, it's about dissecting it, recommending solutions, and communicating effectively.